Roll call.
Councilor Caulfield.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Through you to the manager. Mr. Manager, how many police officers transferred into the city of Lowell, the Lowell Police Department?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, I believe there are 7 totally. There's 4 who have been on about a year that are coming up right now. The young man. That's
so there'll be a total of 7.
I think there's a total of 7.
All right, I'll be very brief, Mr. Mayor. This amendment makes common sense. Common sense. We're talking about 7 well-trained, highly recommended police officers coming into the city of Lowell. Not candidates coming out of the police academy. They go right onto the street and do a great job, and from what I understand, they are doing that. That's common sense to have those police officers come on board. If we tell those police officers you're going to have to move to Lowell and it creates a hardship for them, then we're losing, as well as those police officers. Getting back to those people who have master's degrees in education or as far as public health or the library concerns, we should look at those people who have those high qualities and hire those people. This is an amendment to this ordinance, and I would support it.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor May.
I knew it wouldn't take long to see the flaws or the inequities in this ordinance once it was passed. I was one that didn't vote for it in the beginning, and in order to correct the wrong or adjust those flaws, I would vote for this. The original, to this day, I don't think it was fair, let alone consistent, because of the fact that the teachers were exempt, and at the time there was the impression that because public safety, namely police and fire, they were governed by civil service, which meant a 10-mile radius from the place of employ. And I guess the solicitor has ruled that local ordinance supersedes that. So those officers that are coming up with the year are finding themselves in a bind. And it's unfortunate for them, but I think it's a perfect example as where the flaw lies. And it's not only for those people, such in the police department, that in this particular case are transfers of where their academy service has already been done and performed and has saved that city, this city, the expense of training them. You also have other employees, irregardless of where they go. I believe there is some educational incentives that the city reimburses people that have been employed from out of the city that have already gone through this training or schooling elsewhere, is saving this municipality money because of the fact that they know, unless they're furthering their education, their particular qualifications or the degree that they're seeking, they already have. And I think it's an inequity that could be corrected by this ordinance, and I'm in favor of it.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor O'Malley.
Yes, I think that you have arguments on both sides here. But as far as getting the best qualified candidate, this ordinance doesn't restrict them from getting the best qualified candidate. All it does is tell them that they have to live where they work. By doing so, they are going to spend their money where they make their money. I work out of town. I work in Cambridge. Now, can you stand there and tell me that they can't find someone in Cambridge to do my job? Certainly they can. Many people qualified to do that job. And there are many people in the city of Lowell qualified to do any job that comes up in the city of Lowell. These are no rocket scientists that we're bringing into Lowell. We have over 100,000 people in the city of Lowell. I have never seen one rocket scientist come from out of the city of Lowell that really made the sun shine over the city of Lowell. This just opens the door so we can do the hiring and the firing as well be, as it was in the past. This is our home, right here. If we don't take care of it, if we don't take care of our people, we're not going to have it. All your big positions are going to be filled by people out of this city. You can bet on it. I think when this ordinance was brought in here, it was a good ordinance. It was passed, and I think we should stay with it to protect our own people here. If I was told in the city of Cambridge that I had to move there because I worked there when I initially took that job, then that would be my decision. If I wanted to make that kind of money, then I should be willing, and I wanted that type of job, which was a good job, then I should be willing to give something up. I cannot see coming into the city of Lowell making big money and taking it away from here when we are suffering here. We need jobs for the people in Lowell, and that's what we should be working towards. And you bet your life, there are a lot of qualified individuals in this city that are out of work, and they could fill any position in this city from the top position down. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor.